Welcome to another edition of Sci-Fi Journal, presented by members of the Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. This show is for September 2014. I'm Marc Morisseau, and also hosting the show today are Calvin Watts III, Jay Kingston, and James Hinsey. Yes, Sci-Fi Journal, where we don't wear socks with our sandals. All right. Okay.
They're called tabi socks.
Yeah, right.
Why me?
They're cool in Japan, okay?
They're cool in Japan. Okay, let's start off with a little movie news, something we like to call popcorn previews with Jay Kingston. Take it away, Jay.
We've got a trimmed down version of popcorn previews this month, which means you're getting the movies, but you're not getting all the schlocky information that goes along with it, because who cares? So, what we've got, the first movie is The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies, starring Ian McKellen. And this one looks very dark, and it looks like it's been taken directly from the book. So, let's take a look at the footage.
One day I'll remember. Remember everything that happened. The good, the bad. Those who survived, and those that did not.
Home is behind, the world ahead, and there are many paths to tread. Through shadow to the edge of night, until the stars are all alight. Mist and shadow, cloud and shade.
Will you have peace or war?
All shall fade.
I will have war.
All shall fade.
Will you follow me? One last time.
Now, I'm confused. Is this the second or the third of the Hobbit
It's
movies?
the third movie. This is the
last
third
one.
of the Hobbit movies. It's the last of the Hobbit
one.
movie.
Okay.
This ties everything together: the Battle of the Five Armies, the death of Smog,
Right.
and the battle for Lake
You just
Town.
spoiled it. All right. Okay.
Oh, come on! Everybody knows what happens.
Right.
No,
No. No.
You didn't know?
I'm pretty sure he was going to die, but yeah, no, I didn't know.
Oh,
thanks a lot.
please.
Yeah. Thanks
Shut
a lot.
up.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
Shut up!
Boring.
Read a book.
All right.
Next thing you're gonna do is what? You're gonna tell me the Titanic sinks at the end of the movie?
You didn't know?
You didn't know?
See?
Oh, man. Sorry, dude.
All I care about is
And the
Leo.
Hindenburg exploded.
All I care about is Leo DiCaprio dies at the end. So.
Anyway.
Next, we have Big Hero 6. This is the second trailer that we've shown, and this one is extended, and it's really good looking. And from what I understand, this is based on a Marvel comic book.
Yep.
So let's take a look at that.
All right, let me get this straight. A man in a kabuki mask attacked you with an army of miniature flying robots.
Microbots? Baymax, tell him.
Yes, officer.
Microbots?
Yeah, he was controlling them telepathically with a neurocranial transmitter. Come on!
I am not fast.
Yeah, no kidding! Go, 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 go!
So Mr. Kabuki was using ESP to attack you and Balloon Man.
I know it sounds crazy.
Kid, how about we call your parents and get them down here?
What?
Write your name and number down on this piece of paper and we can go.
We gotta catch that guy. But first, you're gonna need some upgrades.
A lunatic in a mask just tried to kill us.
How cool is that? I mean, it's scary, obviously, but how cool?
What's wrong with you?
Low battery.
You home, sweetie?
We jumped out a window.
Who's that?
We jumped out a window. Harry baby. Harry baby.
Yes, now you have to say Marvel and Disney all in the same breath.
Well, Marvel, yeah, Disney is Marvel now, so Marvel is Disney? Is that what it is?
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, next we have The Hunger Games Mockingjay with Donald Sutherland and Jennifer Lawrence.
Hello.
Hello, Jennifer Lawrence. She's funny.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of her. She's got no filter. She just like comes out with whatever's on her mind.
Kind of like my
at the
wife.
moment.
Yeah.
Very much like your wife. Anyway,
My wife.
this is the third and final
Yeah.
film in the series of The Hunger Games, and it ties together all of the conflict between Katniss and the president. So let's see that footage.
Listen to me. No one else can do this but her.
She won't be able to handle it. The games destroyed her.
We need to unite these people out there. She's the face of this rebellion. They'll follow her.
Any association of the Mockingjay symbol is forbidden.
Are you fighting, Katniss? Are you here to fight with us?
I am. I will.
Were you going to add to that, Cal?
Yes, so that's part one.
Part one,
They
yeah.
split the final book into 2 movies.
Are you kidding?
No.
No,
We kid you not.
When did they
sir.
do this? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
It was a last-minute decision. We never told you about it. Surprise.
Oh, Lord, here we go again.
Yeah, but they took the last book and they split it into 2 films. So this is the first of those
Yeah.
2 films.
Okay, I stand corrected or
That's
sit
okay.
corrected, however the case may be.
No problem.
And finally, we have Dracula Untold. And this is with Luke Evans, Dominic Cooper, and Samantha Barks. And this is coming out appropriately just in time for Halloween, 17th of October. And it tells the origin story of the man who will become Dracula. Let's take a look at that beautiful bean footage.
My father was a great man. A hero, so they say. Sometimes the world doesn't need another hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.
My prince,
I've missed you.
something troubles you.
It's all
Spartan is preparing for battle. It requires 1,000 boys for his army, including your son.
Run to your mother.
Look away!
You can't protect us.
I'll find a way.
I have been waiting an eternity for a man of your strength to arrive.
Welcome to your life.
What is it you are seeking?
I want the power to destroy my enemies and save my family.
There's no turning back.
Drink, Dracula.
Welcome to your life.
What's happening to you?
I'm the thing men fear, not a ghost. Something else.
I see the devil inside him!
Do you think you are alive because you can fight? You are alive because of what I did to save you!
The world.
Never forget who I am.
Dracula.
Yes, and that looks awesome.
It
That looks
does.
really intense.
It does look very good.
So that's what I've got for popcorn previews for this month.
So, intro Calvin.
Okay, and now on to a game segment called Game Over with Calvin Watts. Calvin, take it away.
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over.
I can't believe I've been doing this for 20 years.
Don't sound so excited, Calvin.
Oh yeah, I'm just so raring to go. So, as Mark eloquently stated, we are in September, and for home video releases, now everything's starting to pick up. So there's been a few of the early summer hits that have already been out. So if you're going to look for something and you want to buy it in stores now, Divergent, the first of the latest teen angst drama movies.
It was a good movie, but I'm not sure if it's something I'd want to own.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I saw that in the bargain bin at one of the local movie retailers.
Already?
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's available. Also, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is out,
Hmm.
along with DC Animated's latest release, The Batman Assault on Arkham.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
That looks awesome.
Okay, so September is going to bring us a lot of stuff. So I'm going to work backwards because I have a reason for working backwards. Starting on the 23rd of the month, we're going to have The Signal, which is not the movie that came out a few years ago. This is more of a post-apocalyptic thing starring Lawrence Fishburne. For you horror fans, the complete Halloween anthology. All of the original stuff plus the remakes all in one set. If the Halloween and Michael Myers doesn't get you, then the Exorcist complete anthology will also be available on that day.
Now, the Halloween set, was there a 3D movie included in that collection?
Yes, I'm not sure
You're
if
not sure
it's,
if it's gonna be there or not?
3D or not.
Okay.
It's a limited set, but I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised.
you could always use the glasses that you stole from the movie theater for 3D. You could do that.
On the 16th of the month, TV fans are going to be happy. Grimm Season 3, Arrow Season 2, and Sleepy Hollow Season 1 all straight on that day. If TV is not your thing, 2014's Godzilla will also be available. Blu-ray, Blu-ray 3D, all the usual stuff. Looking forward to that.
Right.
On the 9th, and I was talking briefly with the guys about this earlier because the pre-order stuff got pulled from Amazon. I guess Amazon's having some issues with Disney. But rest assured, the stuff's coming out in this date, and that will be Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and also Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1. But looking forward to both that, especially Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is one of the top 3 movies of the year, and might actually get some push for a Best Picture nomination. maybe.
Oh, that's interesting. All right.
Winter Soldier was my son Ian's #1 pick.
Excellent, excellent movie. If you did not see this at the movie theater, what is wrong with you?
What is
So, but
maybe somebody didn't have the money.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you haven't seen it and you're a superhero fan, you definitely should. It's one of the best superhero films ever.
No, that came out.
I'll agree with that.
That came out in April.
Yes.
Didn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to buy it, Redbox it.
That's it.
And I have a friend who makes props that are like the knives for Bucky, and she makes a Loki scepter also.
Oh, cool.
So she gets commissions from people to make those. For
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
What does she make them out of?
I'm not sure, but
It's not polycarbonate or anything like that? Or?
I don't know.
She's got a forge in her basement and
Yeah.
pounds it out. There you go.
Yeah, and she has a great Bucky costume too.
Cool.
Cool.
So there's a lot of people, though, that for some reason or another, they're not going to be watching Captain America on the 9th.
No.
No. Or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for that matter. Because the 9th is arguably the release date of one of the biggest video games for the past few years, not just, this year. Bungie's Destiny is going to street on this date. And I don't know of any game that could live up to the massive hype that this has been generating for years, but the beta recently concluded a couple of weeks ago, and it was really, really good. A definite mix of shooter with a lot of RPG elements.
Right.
Think of like an open world thing where you do a lot of exploring.
What's the
looting.
scenario? Like, where does it take place?
It starts out on Earth. Apparently, we had visitors from like some other part of the universe, and it advanced our technology greatly. But then there was like this epic battle, and now the Earth is all but destroyed, and we're fighting like this evil alien race, and there's the prophecy and stuff coming back. It's kind of vague. But from what I saw, it's really, really great. I'm obviously picking it up. And I will have a full review probably next month. But here's a little preview of what you're going to be looking for.
When you think about it, if an alien race wanted to just wipe out the Earth, just give both sides or give all sides the same technological weapons. Give everybody the same, level the playing field as far as weaponry goes, because somebody's going to be nuts and start using the weaponry against everybody else, and it would escalate, and all the aliens would have to do is sit back and watch us destroy ourselves.
Or take a Ronin the Accuser hammer and not have somebody dance in front of you. That'll work too.
Here we go again, folks.
Or nuke us from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Or give all the weapons to Congress. Well, we'll be destroyed in a heartbeat. They wouldn't know what.
No, because they wouldn't decide to use them. They couldn't get off their asses long enough to do anything with them.
There you go. That's what we're hoping for. All right.
Well, with the good news of Destiny going to meet its release date, there is some bad news. And again, you get hyped up with a lot of good video game releases that are supposed to come out Christmas season, Q3, Q4, and inevitably a lot of stuff gets pushed back. The latest thing is Evolve, which is kind of like the Left 4 Dead. We have it's set on the alien world. We have like these 4 people teaming up to fight off alien creatures and whatnot. It looks incredible, so it got pushed back to early next year. So we'll see what's going on there.
Okay.
And finally, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't going to talk a little bit about the Pinball Arcade and Pinball. So here's my monthly thing, although I have some really big news this time. So
all right.
Somehow, some way, and I still don't know how, because Raul Julia's estate has been notorious for licensing his likeness on anything, but somehow Farsight Studios is able to pull all the licenses together to try and do an Addams Family table. Now, this is important because Addams Family is by far the most popular pinball machine of all time.
So you're talking about the movie?
Yes, the movie.
Not the TV show.
Not the TV
so I was
show.
Say, why would Raul Julia be a factor in the TV show?
The pinball machine was based on the movie, and it was one of the first examples of how well you can integrate a movie theme into a pinball machine. And it was done so well that they sold over 20,000 tables. The best-selling pinball machine of all time, very, very popular. And so they've been waiting, they've been literally working on years to try and pull all licenses and stuff together. There's a Kickstarter that hasn't started as to when we're taping, because they're going to need it in order to secure the funding for the licenses. But in all likelihood, it'll succeed. So if that's going on now, if that has any interest, you can go to the Kickstarter website and go check it out. It also looks like Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is also a very popular pinball table, is going to be the main Halloween table this year.
Oh, neat.
A very, very fun pinball table. If you ever had the chance to try it, you should.
Is that also based on the movie
that's
titled?
Based on the movie.
Titled Bram Stoker's
Dracula. They've had other Dracula machines, but this particular one is based on the movie with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves and
that was one of the better Dracula movies.
It was pretty good.
Scary as hell, too. That was good.
Oh, it was very, very good. That's all I got.
Okay, cool.
So we are going into some Toob news with Mark.
TV news, yay! All right, here we go. TV news, what we got? Let me put on my spectacles. There's some new and returning shows that we got to talk about here. Monday nights is going to be interesting because everything is running on Monday nights.
Oh, God.
And everything is running on Monday nights because CBS has Thursday Night Football this year. So stuff like Big Bang Theory and those guys are being pushed to Monday nights. So Sleepy Hollow on Fox is going to be returning Monday, September 22nd for season 2. That was a series that they weren't sure about. A few episodes in, it started to pick up a real good fan base, so it's become real popular.
I liked it from episode 1.
Yeah.
It was great setup.
Yep, pretty neat. So that's coming back. Forever is a new ABC show that premieres September 22nd. For the premiere, then its regular Tuesday slot will be the next day on September 23rd. That stars Ian Grufford, Mr. Fantastic, as an immortal medical examiner. Now let's see, immortals. Where have we seen those before? Captain Scarlet. Who else? Highlander, whatever. So that's going to be premiering on September 22nd. Big Bang Theory, like I mentioned, is moving to Monday nights during football season. Then it's going to go back to its Thursday slot. And can you believe those guys ended up getting the main characters $1 million per
the top
episode,
three.
The top three.
Yeah.
The top three characters,
Yeah, and part of it, I think, Jim Parsons had a little, I don't know, a rant or something on set and stalked off.
Right.
So that they had to stop taping, I guess, until the negotiations were worked out.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, they did it on Friends, when Friends was popular.
Right.
You know, so good for them.
Hey, this is just it. I mean, if they can get the money.
Oh, they're getting, plus it's a 3-year deal.
The
3-year deal.
The Big Bang Theory is so popular right now. I mean, licensing is going through the roof. why wouldn't or shouldn't they get a bigger piece of
This
the
is
pie?
just it. This is just it. Everybody's making money off of it, so why shouldn't they?
And I love this show. Even Deb loves this show too. My wife loves this show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh, yeah, completely off the wall.
It is. Okay, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. returns Tuesday, September 23rd for season 2. The Flash. There he goes. Tuesdays, starting October 7th, which is going to be neat.
Cool.
Yep.
Go back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
Lucy Lawless has been added to the cast.
Yes.
Of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
So that'll be good to see.
Minus her Xena costume, but still, that'll be a lot of fun. Arrow will be on Wednesdays, starting October 7th. So it'll be Tuesday night for The Flash and Wednesday night for Arrow.
Oh, so they're not doing them
They're
back
not
to
doing
back.
back to back.
Oh,
I
good.
thought they were.
You
That's good.
lied to me.
I did not. I did not lie. I exaggerated.
So you're a Vulcan now.
I'm
huh?
a Vulcan, yeah. So we have Tuesdays for The Flash and Wednesday season 3 for Arrow, which would be
That's
cool.
good.
Constantine is a show I'm looking forward to based on the DC Vertigo comic. That's going to be on NBC on Fridays, starting October 24th. And Grimm returns that night.
Now, wait a minute. With Constantine, should we think Keanu Reeves Constantine, or should we think remade version of the comic?
We should be thinking true to the comic book.
Yeah.
Constantine.
Okay.
Remade.
Yeah.
So no more. Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know, that movie gets a bad rap. It wasn't as bad as people make it out to be.
I liked it for
I
what it
liked
was. Yeah.
I'm just saying, Keanu Reeves is.
Yeah.
You know?
The Devil had the best role in that movie. As far
Oh,
as
yeah.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. So that would be an interesting series. Star Wars Rebels animated series premieres on Disney XD with a 1-hour special in October of 2014. They haven't announced a specific date.
That's gonna suck because I don't have Disney
I was just going to ask you
XD.
guys, it's going to suck because you can't watch it.
Right. I can't watch it. I don't have Disney XD. I don't
Right.
have digital cable. I just have regular basic cable.
Right.
And they should just put it on the Disney Channel, if anything.
Right.
You know, or put it back on Cartoon Network, whatever, because they'll get more viewers if it's on a regular standard cable channel
Right.
versus XD.
Yep.
You know, but XD supposedly the whole demographic for that is the younger male audience.
Right.
So that's what they're shooting for, which I'm afraid is too narrow. They need to make it open for everyone because there are fans, both male and female, and of all ages.
Right.
And so, good luck to them for ratings, but I'm just disappointed in that
Yeah, that won't be on.
because I want to see it.
Okay.
I really want to see it.
Gee, I feel guilty now because I'm going to get to watch
Yeah.
it.
The trailers are going to be great.
Yeah, it
I
looks
mean,
really
I've seen the
good.
trailers and stuff.
Yep. And there's rumors that Darth Vader will make an appearance during that series
yeah.
and everything. So it should be cool. Okay, and then let's see what else we have. Intruders is a BBC America series that started September 23rd at 10 p.m. Intruders, and it's not the Intruders from the 1960s that you and I used to watch, Jay. Remember that show?
I
About the
remember
aliens?
Invaders.
Invaders. That's what I said, Invaders. Anyway, Intruders is about a secret society devoted to chasing immortality by seeking refuge in the bodies of others.
Well, that's very simple. They can just watch ABC on Monday nights and they'll figure it out.
It stars Mira Sorvino, John Sim, who played the Master in the Doctor Who series, and it's an 8-part series.
Nice.
Is this similar to like the old Intruders show or Invaders? That was Invaders.
Invaders.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Sorry. Invaders.
Yes.
The 60s was the Invaders.
Yeah.
This is the Intruders. Totally different guys.
Yeah, the mind-altering drugs are taking their effect on the cast.
Yes, and the mind-altering drugs are taking effect on the cast.
I just said that.
I just said that.
Mia Sorvino was just on Falling Skies.
Mira
and,
Sorvino
did
was
pretty
just
good.
on Falling Skies.
Shut up, Mark.
Shut up, Mark. Okay.
It's RoboMark.
I had a brain fart. Okay.
And that's different than any other day?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. We forgot to talk about ConnectiCon. We
Go
were
ahead.
there last time.
Yep.
And we had an awesome time.
We had a ball.
We had a ball. It was great.
We always have a ball going up there. That's one of my favorite cons
But
to
you know, I
cover.
think this was, out of the 3 or 4 years we've been there, this was the most fun that we've had. And we saw a lot of cosplayers, which was pretty cool.
And we really have to thank the guys who run ConnectiCon because they treat us so well.
Yeah.
They really do. They bend over backwards for us to take care of the media people.
Yep.
And
Yep, they made us nice little cakes and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Gave us a separate room. We could relax and film our things if we needed to. So
Yep.
definitely
And
have to do
network.
that. Yep.
Network with other media people.
Yep. So thank you, folks from ConnectiCon. We will be there next year.
Yep. And then coming up will be Rhode Island Comic-Con at the Providence Convention Center, or the Rhode Island Convention Center.
Speaking of people who treat us well.
Yep. Steve Perry and his crew are great.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to be a Star Trek reunion this
Oh
year.
yeah. What do we got? William Shatner, Michelle Nichols,
George Takei.
George Takei.
You gotta get
Takei.
Takei. Okay.
Yeah, I got to teach you guys Japanese.
That's right. Yeah, so I can wear my socks with sandals. Okay.
Exactly.
Georg Taki.
Yep.
All right. Okay. What?
So that's, it's going to be a big show this year.
It's going to be a really big shoe. Yes. And speaking about really big shoes, it's time to talk about the world of anime with James. Take it away, James.
Okay, for Anime Daisuki this month, I've got some anime news.
That makes sense.
Yep. Crunchyroll. If you're really interested in some of the new stuff that's been playing in Japan, get on Crunchyroll. If you want to get their premium account, you can watch stuff streaming, pretty much live cast, simulcast from Japan. It's really cool. But they're bringing back another show that's, quite a few years old, but it's Cardcaptor Sakura. 70 episodes of Cardcaptor Sakura is going to be on starting Tuesday, as we're videotaping here in August, on the 12th. It'll be both dubbed and subtitled versions of Cardcaptor Sakura. And then if you're looking for the Blu-ray or DVD, that's also going to be out now. Let's see. We also have, there's a MMORPG for Sword Art Online, and they've been doing some things. It was originally just in Korea, but they're expanding across North America. So they've got these sort of like events, Dungeon Capture, Crystallite Collecting, and King of the Lake, which was one of the good episodes of Sword Art Online, when Kirito caught the huge thing from the lake. I don't know if it was a fish or not, but it was cool. And anyway, they've got these this online events happening, if you want to check that out. Lady Gaga has toured in Japan, but she's also now touring across the United States with her Art Rave tour, and she has Baby Metal, the Japanese metal band, opening for her. So the three performers, Sue Metal, Mao Metal, and Yui Metal, are opening for Lady Gaga.
So wait a minute, why aren't they the Metal Men?
Because they're all Japanese.
I just hope we just didn't jump the shark.
Why?
No, I don't.
Because we're talking about Lady Gaga on Sci-Fi Journal. Just saying.
No, we haven't jumped the shark. This is, Baby Metal's a Japanese
Well, we were
J-pop
talking about
band.
pulling things out of the lake, so we had to jump the shark sometime. Okay.
Anyway, and Lady Gaga also has a Hello Kitty doll that's been making waves in Japan.
Wait a minute. Okay.
So
it's Hello Kitty with chunks of meat hanging from it.
No.
Dogs love her.
Yeah.
Well,
I love her too.
I will say this, my wife was showing me last night, they have a Solar Children Hello Kitty 40th anniversary thing, and it actually transforms into like a vehicle.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Which is kind of cool if you're into the Hello Kitty thing.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let's see, for you Durarara fans.
For your what?
Durarara.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a anime manga that was called Durarara. And it was about a woman who is a sort of a headless character from Celtic mythology. Her name was Kelty, and she's a what's the term for that?
Banshee?
No, not banshee. Anyway, there's a name for that character that she's looking for her head, kind of thing, and somebody's got it, and she can't find it, and she drives around on a motorcycle with a with this helmet that has little cat ears.
Wait a minute, she's got no head. How could she wear a helmet?
She wears it on her stump.
I don't get anime. I'm so
they borrow from so many different things.
I know, and it doesn't work.
Well, this was a great
episode,
great show. If
Sometimes.
you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. But there's going to be a second da-da-da-da. So
Boom DA
comes out.
Da-da-da, boom DA.
Anyway,
go ahead.
It starts January 2015. So check it out. I'm sure that it's going to be streaming, and then you can also hopefully they'll have it on Cartoon Network at some point.
At like
for
3
Toonami.
o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Well, so you get the DVR, and you don't have a problem. You watch it when you want.
And you're complaining about not watching Disney XD. All right.
It's the difference between catching something at a certain time versus not having the channel at all. Then you can't catch it all.
But Disney XD, I think, is online or on the internet. You should be able to watch.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll
past
check it out.
episodes. Yeah.
At Otakon, they've screened the live-action film Kite that has Samuel L. Jackson in it. So that's something that's really cool. That was the one the director had passed away when they started filming.
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
Yeah, but and then it'll have a film premiere exclusively on DirecTV at the end of August. So if you didn't catch it, maybe it'll be replaying again.
I don't
during
get
September.
DirecTV.
Yeah, too bad for you then.
Sucks to be me.
Yeah,
but I can get Disney.
Yeah, and in Japan, they have 7-Eleven stores. What? I don't listen to anything you guys say when I'm doing this.
I just keep going on, and we're just. Good.
Yeah.
That's why we love you, James. Go ahead.
So,
how about 7-Eleven stores, James?
The 7-Eleven stores in Japan were going to sell these 6-foot Evangelion figures, right?
6 feet.
The only thing was that they sold out in 2 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, wait. 7-Eleven stores where?
In Japan. They had 25 giant Evangelion figures.
Right.
I don't get Japan.
They were selling it for 1,700,000 yen, which is around about $17,000.
I can see it now.
And they all sold out in 2 minutes. So
I sent you out for milk and bread, and what'd you come home with?
I know. Good luck trying to find one of
Evangelion
those.
figure.
Statue.
Good luck trying to find one of those now.
Good luck. They're gonna sell them on the Japanese eBay. For God knows how much. All right.
Wow.
But that's it for my anime news.
That was awesome, James. Thank you very much. All right, and now it's time for toys, props, and other
stuff.
God bless you. Where we point to things in the wonderful world of science fiction collectibles, and we speak about them. So whenever our...
Do you ever watch Robot Chicken?
Yes.
That's where that voice comes from. If anyone's curious, he's doing the nerd guy from Robot Chicken.
Yes, I am. He's really, really swell. And he wears goofy glasses, too. Okay. So whenever you camera guys are ready, our talented camera people, all right, someone speak, please.
On the left is the Edge of Tomorrow, which is the Tom Cruise film that was out this past summer. It's based on this Japanese novel by Hiromi Sakurazaka.
That's the original novel, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and so it is slightly different than the movie, but the movie had a great conclusion to it that they changed, and they changed the location of it, but the book's really good. It's a lot of good action. The next to that is the Star Trek FAQ. Everything you wanted to know that you didn't know before about Star Trek, the original television series from the 60s.
We know everything already. Trek
but
nerds
here, here's got some other great tidbits.
Mm-hmm.
Next to that, up till now, is William Shatner's autobiography. If you really love William Shatner and want to know all about him, in fact, he's coming to Rhode at the end of October, beginning of November for Rhode Comic-Con, and you can get his autograph. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost, but
take out a second mortgage.
But it could be just a once in a lifetime opportunity for many people. So that'll be great. And
next to that is A Woman of Mars, which is a book chronicling the development of Mars from early exploration to the first colony. It's all told in poetry form by a friend of mine named Helen Patrice from Australia. And she's currently got a new book that is available for order on Amazon called Paleontology for Beginners. And it's another book of poetry about paleontology and about science in general, things of the science theme. But it's all told in poetry form. And as I said, you can order it on Amazon, and I'm sure you can still order The Woman of Mars on Amazon.
All right, Calvin, go ahead.
Okay, on your left, we have Marvel is getting back into doing graphic novels, and this just came out. Thanos, The Infinity Revelation.
Jim Starlin, that's
by
awesome.
Jim Starlin, the guy who came up with Thanos, that developed them back in the 70s. I just started reading the book. I mean, it literally came out this week as we're taping. Excellent read so far, and Thanos, as you well know, was just in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was teased in the first Avengers movie, and at some point he's going to be the big bad guy. Next to that, we have the Doctor Who character encyclopedia. Everything you wanted to know about Doctor Who up until, I assume that they don't have any information about the new one, but still, I'm sure that it's a very good read.
And by the time this airs, the new season of Doctor Who will be underway, so I'm excited about that.
Yep.
And next to that is Veronica Roth's Divergent, which the book wasn't that bad. I ended up reading it a couple of months ago.
Barbara
I haven't
read
had a chance
all.
to read it.
Yeah, Barbara read all 3 books in the Divergent series, and she liked them very much.
Right. All right, camera people, what else we got? Calvin?
For the Wii, Lego Batman 2. For the Wii?
Yep, that's mine.
Yep.
I just picked it up.
I'm sorry.
Very recently. I haven't played it yet, but
No, it's a great game. I'm not knocking the game at all. To me, it would be difficult to control on the Wii. But if you're happy with it, that's what counts. And if you're a Wii person, I'm not knocking the Wii. It's a great system.
What do you mean if they're a Wii person? You're talking about the leprechauns.
Anyways, so it's a good game. So that's Lego Batman 2. Lego Batman 3 comes out later on this year. Looking forward to that.
Nice. All right.
There's our Peg Award.
Yep.
Violet's coming up on the anniversary for that.
I know.
There's a little Green Lantern. I forget what they call it.
Yeah, those are like DC here. Those came out of gotcha machines.
Yeah, those are like the little gotcha machine
machines.
things.
They
So
have a bunch
that's
of them.
pretty cool. And I'm going to butcher this as I always do, but the latest round of the Kotobukiya figures, which are like pseudo statues, have come out, and the detail is incredible. My wife was kind enough to get me Nightwing.
Yep.
As a gift, and so that's who that is.
He's got cute little buns from this ankle. That's cool.
Yeah. You're checking out his buns.
Well, I have no choice. They're in my face. They're right here.
Jesus. And on this side, we have the other Kotobukiya release that just came out, Batgirl, which goes along with Nightwing. Again, the detail is very well done. I really like the fact that the base that it sits on, they have little magnets in their feet, so they'll stay standing up. You don't have to worry about them falling down. Next to that is a Zatanna mini bust, very, very well done.
My precious. It was my birthday present.
And then
from Mr. Morisseau.
And then there is a gotcha Joker.
A Joker. That's a cool series because they have, besides those 2 characters, they also have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So if you can find a gotcha machine with those DC heroes, pick them up. Cool. All right,
you gotta have room for all it. Your room downstairs has got to be getting full of
I gotta get rid of stuff. I got
all the tchotchke stuff now.
I'm getting too much. It's crazy.
I don't want to talk about
Plus,
it.
I have things in attics and tubs and stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I've been going through my comics collection for like the past 3 weeks and finally organizing it after years, and I am pulling what I have left of my hair out.
I pared that down a few years ago, so now it's going back up. All right, if you want to get in touch with us, our website is www.risfc.org, Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. Check it out. We always have information about monthly meetings. If you live in the Rhode Island area, please join us for a meeting. We have cool stuff that we put on there. We have information about conventions that are coming up. A lot of neat things on that website.
Now, when is our September meeting?
September 13th. So as you watch,
September 13th is our meeting.
is our next monthly meeting. Yep.
And
Check
we're
out the
shooting
website.
the show that day too, I believe.
We are shooting the show on September 13th. We are having a meeting on September 13th, and anybody out there in the viewing area who wants to come to the meeting is more than welcome. Come out and meet the guys and meet the rest of the club. We're a fun group.
Yep. We have a lot of nice time. It's good. Well, we also have YouTube and YouTube channel, and we have Facebook pages for Sci-Fi Journal and Rhode Island Science Fiction Club. We have Twitter feeds. You can check us out at RISFC and at Sci-Fi Journal.
Yeah.
If you want to leave us some tweets and twits or whatever you want to do. Okay. Anything else? Any shout outs we need to bring up before we go?
Will Wheaton's got his the Will Wheaton Project.
Yep.
And has sci-fi news and stuff, which overall is great. I just sort of don't care for the fake news that they do.
Oh.
Because it's like making fun of, I don't know, sort of making fun of the really stupid stuff. But sometimes that stupid stuff has to get pointed out so we can see, like, this is what you're not supposed to do, or the movies that you just really don't want to watch. But then there's a lot of other good stuff on there. He was at San Diego Comic-Con and Woodstock. Woodstock is sort of like a separate event that happens that same weekend. They use up this theater in San Diego. It was a full house, and a lot of different people did stuff on.
I get a kick out of him there with the little mini cam taking pictures of the
his
audience.
phone, right? Yeah. Hey, look, here I am, and then turns it around.
Got a couple people with me.
So yeah, shout out to Will Wheaton.
Nice.
And then maybe we'll get on his deep internet segment.
That would be neat. Okay. Anything else? Nope. That's it. Okay. Good luck to all the kids that are going back to school in September, including myself.
And me.
Yep. And you, driving again. That's going to be it for...
You're going back to school?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, back to driving. And me, back to being a teacher assistant. So it should be fun. That's it for this edition of Thank You, Sci-Fi Journal for September 2014. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in October. Ooh, Halloween already.